build muscle after 60. This vegetable protein works better than eggs. According to Wikipedia, sarcopenia has already affected more than 50 million people over 60 worldwide, and that number may rise above 200 million in the next few decades. That means millions of seniors are losing muscle, struggling with stairs, relying on canes, or even losing independence. But here's the hope. Science now shows certain vegetable proteins can rebuild strength after 60, working even better than eggs. Stay with me, because these foods could keep you senior healthy, strong, and independent. 1. Black beans, the underrated muscle protector. Black beans might look small, but for anyone over 60, they carry surprising power. With almost 9 grams of protein in every 100 grams, they give your body the raw material it needs to rebuild muscle. But that's not all. Black beans also come packed with antioxidants and fiber, which keep your blood sugar steady and calm down, hidden inflammation that eats away at your strength. This combination makes them one of the best foods for senior health and healthy aging. According to a 2019 study in the Journal of Nutrition and Gerontology and Geriatrics, older adults who ate legumes like black beans at least 3 times per week had much better muscle strength and mobility than those who didn't. In simple words, beans keep your legs moving and your body steady. Let me share a real story. Margaret, a 76-year-old retired librarian, thought her best days were behind her. She struggled every time she climbed the stairs, holding on tightly to the railing, her thighs burning with every step. Her daughter encouraged her to add black bean soups and stews to her weekly meals. Just 2 months later, Margaret noticed something incredible. She wasn't just climbing stairs again, she was doing it without grabbing the railing. She smiled and said, "These little beans gave me more strength than the pricey supplements I tried for years." That's the kind of simple, powerful change black beans can bring to elderly health. So if you're serious about staying senior healthy, strong, and independent, don't underestimate black beans. Add them to soups, salads, or even mash them into a spread. They're affordable, accessible, and they work. But here's the catch. Black beans are just one piece of the puzzle. If you stop here, you'll miss the other foods that science says work even better, and some of them carry even more protein than eggs. Stay tuned, because the next vegetable protein on the list is about to surprise you. 2. Lentils, the protein powerhouse for seniors. Lentils may look humble, but when it comes to rebuilding muscle after 60, they are one of the most powerful foods you can put on your plate. Each cup of cooked lentils delivers nearly 12 grams of protein, and unlike many vegetables, they are rich in lysine, the amino acid your muscles desperately need to repair themselves. According to a 2020 study in the Journal of the American College of Nutrition, seniors who ate lentils 4 times per week had greater muscle mass and stronger grip strength, even when their total protein intake was the same as that of those who didn't eat lentils. That means it's not just about how much protein you get, it's about the quality and type. Here's the painful truth. As we age, our muscles respond less to the same foods we ate when we were younger. This is called anabolic resistance. That's why many seniors feel frustrated. They eat what they believe is a healthy diet, yet their legs still weaken, their arms lose strength, and simple tasks like carrying laundry feel heavier every year. Without the right fuel, you risk losing not just muscle, but also independence. The good news is that lentils don't just provide protein. They're also packed with iron for oxygen delivery, magnesium for muscle function, and fiber that keeps blood sugar stable. They work with your body, not against it, to support healthy aging. Take the story of Frank, a 72-year-old retired mechanic. He admitted he hated the idea of diet food, but when his wife started making lentil soup twice a week, he noticed something had changed. Within weeks, his hands felt stronger, he wasn't winded climbing his porch steps, and he even joked that he felt 10 years younger. This is the kind of transformation that comes from giving your body the right building blocks. So if you're serious about staying strong and independent, don't overlook lentils. They're affordable, easy to cook, and science says they truly work. And while you're here, learning how to protect your health, take a second to subscribe to Healthy 247. That way, you'll never miss these senior health tips that could make the difference between feeling weak and staying powerful well into your 60s and beyond. But don't stop here, because lentils are just one step. The next vegetable protein on our list has been proven to lower inflammation while feeding your muscles, and if you miss it, you'll be missing a key part of the puzzle. 3. Kidney beans, the steady strength builder. When you think of kidney beans, you might picture a bowl of chili. But for seniors over 60, kidney beans are far more than a comfort food. They can be a lifeline. With nearly 9 grams of protein per 100 grams, they deliver steady fuel for your muscles. Unlike quick fixes that leave you drained, kidney beans release energy slowly, keeping you strong throughout the day. According to a 2016 study in the European Journal of Nutrition, older adults who ate legumes like kidney beans at least 4 times per week had significantly greater muscle mass and grip strength compared to those who didn't. That's real proof that beans are not just filler, they are muscle builders. But let's be honest about the pain. Many seniors reduce their meat consumption due to concerns about cholesterol, cost, or digestive problems. The result? Their protein intake drops, and their body pays the price. Weak legs, stiff joints, constant fatigue, it all adds up to fewer walks outside, fewer stairs climbed, fewer moments of independence. And here's the cruel cycle. The less protein you eat, the weaker you feel, and the weaker you feel, the less active you become. Without the right solution, that cycle leads to frailty, falls, and dependence on others. Here's the good news. Kidney beans are rich in lysine, a key amino acid for repairing tissues and supporting collagen, which keeps joints and muscles working together. They also bring minerals like iron and magnesium, helping oxygen flow to your muscles so they don't give up halfway through a task. Imagine being able to rake your yard, cook a family dinner, or climb your porch steps without that heavy, dragging feeling. That's the kind of steady energy kidney beans can give you. Take Robert, a 75-year-old retired carpenter. After decades of hard work, his joints ached and his legs felt like lead. He cut back on meat but didn't know how to replace the protein. His daughter taught him to add kidney beans to soups and salads. Within a couple of months, Robert noticed he wasn't as tired in the garden, and the morning aches weren't as severe. His strength didn't just hold steady, it started to rebuild. So don't underestimate this simple food. Kidney beans prove that staying senior healthy as a senior doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. But remember, they are only one step in the journey. The most powerful vegetable proteins are still ahead, and the final one on this list is the most important of all. If you skip it, you'll miss the one food that science shows can rival meat itself for rebuilding muscle after 60. 4. Mung beans, the small but mighty muscle builder. Mung beans are tiny, but when it comes to fighting muscle loss after 60, they punch far above their weight. Just 100 grams give you around 7 grams of protein, but what makes them special is that they are a complete protein. That means they provide all 9 essential amino acids your body can't make on its own, including leucine, the amino acid that flips on the switch for muscle growth. According to a 2018 study in the Journal of Food Science and Technology, mung bean protein has a digestibility rate above 85%, which means your body can absorb and use it more efficiently than many animal proteins. For seniors, that's crucial because as we age, our bodies become less efficient at turning protein into muscle. Here's the painful part. Many seniors complain, "I eat well, but I'm still weak." The truth is, if your muscles don't get leucine, they simply won't respond to the protein you eat. This is called anabolic resistance. That's why legs feel shaky, arms feel weak, and stamina fades faster than it should. Without the right amino acids, the food you eat just doesn't build muscle. But mung beans deliver exactly what your body needs: leucine to trigger muscle protein synthesis, iron to carry oxygen to your tissues, and magnesium to relax tight muscles so you can move more freely. Take Harold, a 73-year-old retired bus driver. He felt too tired to keep up with his grandkids, and even pushing a wheelbarrow in the yard made his arms feel like they might snap. His daughter started making mung bean soup twice a week. Within a month, Harold laughed that he could finally garden without feeling drained. That's the difference a small, mighty food can make. So don't dismiss these little beans. They may look simple, but they're powerful allies for senior health and healthy aging. And remember, Mung beans are just one stop on this journey. If you leave now, you'll miss the next food that not only feeds your muscles, but also fights the hidden inflammation silently stealing your strength. Before we move on, if you've ever felt weaker than you think you should, tap the like button to remind yourself you're not alone. And let's keep going together toward the real powerhouse foods. 5. Pinto beans, the sustainable energy booster. Pinto beans may not look impressive with their mottled skin, but for seniors over 60, they are one of the most underrated foods for steady energy and strong muscles. Every 100 grams provides about 9 grams of protein, putting them nearly head-to-head with eggs. What makes them stand out is the way they combine protein with slow-digesting carbohydrates and fiber. This unique balance means your body receives the amino acids needed to repair muscle while also gaining long-lasting energy that prevents the post-meal crash often experienced by seniors. The British Journal of Nutrition reported in 2016 that older adults who ate beans like pintos at least 4 times per week had a 22% lower risk of muscle weakness compared to those who rarely ate them. That's a powerful statistic when you think about how common muscle loss becomes with age. Here's the painful reality. Many seniors wake up each day feeling drained before the morning is even over. Walking across the room can feel like running a marathon, and by afternoon, it feels like the gas tank is empty. This isn't just aging, it's your body running out of the right fuel. Without foods that provide both protein and steady energy, muscles stay weak and fatigue takes over. That cycle makes it harder to stay active, and inactivity then accelerates muscle decline. It's a trap many elderly fall into without realizing it. Take Carol, a 74-year-old grandmother who admitted she felt shaky every time she stood up from the couch. Her husband started making pinto bean chili a few times a week, replacing some of the heavier meats she used to eat. Within a few weeks, Carol said her legs stopped trembling so much, and she had more stamina to walk in the park with her grandkids. This isn't a miracle, it's science. Pinto beans are rich in leucine and isoleucine, the key amino acids that trigger muscle protein synthesis, plus magnesium, potassium, and folate, all nutrients seniors often lack but desperately need for proper muscle contraction and nerve signaling. So if you want to prevent that daily crash, pinto beans are an easy, affordable solution that fits right into a senior healthy lifestyle. But remember, this is only part of the story. The next food is even more impressive because it not only fuels muscles, but also reduces inflammation, the hidden enemy that makes recovery so slow after 60. Don't miss it, because if you stop here, you'll miss the food that could keep you moving freely every day. And if you're still with me, do one simple thing. Comment the number 2 below. It's quick, easy, and it tells me you're part of this journey to stay senior, healthy, strong, and independent. 6. Soybean sprouts, the easy-to-digest powerhouse. Soybean sprouts don't look like much when you see them at the market, but for seniors fighting muscle loss, they can be a game changer. Every 100 grams delivers about 15 grams of protein, more than eggs, and the sprouting process actually changes the chemistry of the bean. It breaks down anti-nutrients and makes the protein easier to absorb. For seniors, this matters more than you might think. A 2017 study in the Journal of Food Science and Technology found that sprouted soy had up to 30% higher bioavailability of amino acids compared to unsprouted beans. In plain words, your body can actually use more of the protein you eat. Here's the painful truth. Many seniors try eating more protein, but because of weaker digestion, they don't absorb it well. The result? They keep losing muscle, even though they think they're doing everything right. That's why so many people over 60 feel frustrated. When their legs stay weak, their balance gets worse, or they need a cane just to walk across the room. If you ignore this problem, the outcome is brutal. Frailty, falls, hospital visits, and a loss of independence that feels like a slow theft of your life. But soybean sprouts give you a way out. They're rich in leucine, the amino acid that turns on muscle growth, but they also bring vitamin C to repair collagen, iron to carry oxygen to your working muscles, and folate to support healthy blood cells. Together, these nutrients help you recover faster, stay energized longer, and keep your muscles from breaking down too quickly. Take Janet, a 78-year-old retired teacher. She avoided beans for years because they made her feel bloated. But when her daughter introduced lightly stir-fried soybean sprouts, she gave them a try. Within weeks, Janet said she had more energy on her daily walks, and the uncomfortable bloating was gone. For her, sprouts weren't just food, they were freedom. So don't dismiss these crunchy little sprouts. For seniors, they can mean the difference between feeling drained every day or feeling steady, confident, and capable. But we're not done yet. The most powerful vegetable protein of all is still coming. If you skip it, you'll miss the food that researchers say can rival meat itself when it comes to rebuilding muscle after 60. And before we move on, if you're finding this helpful, press the like button right now. It's a simple way to remind yourself that you're taking action to stay senior healthy and strong. 7. Edamame, the complete recovery protein. Edamame, those tender green soybeans often served in Japanese restaurants, might seem like a snack, but for seniors over 60, they're one of the most complete muscle foods you can eat. Just 100 grams delivers about 14 grams of protein. That means it gives you all 9 essential amino acids in the right balance, including leucine, the amino acid that flips the switch for muscle growth. A clinical trial published in the Journal of the American College of Nutrition confirmed that soy protein was just as effective as animal protein for building muscle when combined with activity. For seniors looking for healthier choices, that's a huge win. Now here's the pain most people don't talk about. After 60, recovery gets harder. You do a bit of gardening, a short walk, or even carry groceries, and the next morning your back or legs ache like you overworked at the gym. That's anabolic resistance in action. Your muscles don't repair themselves as easily as they once did. Ignore it, and the soreness, stiffness, and weakness pile up until simple joys like gardening or shopping become exhausting chores. Edamame offers a way forward. Along with its protein, it contains isoflavones, plant compounds that fight inflammation and oxidative stress, 2 hidden culprits that make muscles feel older than they are. It also brings calcium, magnesium, and vitamin K to support both muscles and bones, giving you better balance and stability. Together, these nutrients help your body bounce back faster, so you can stay active instead of being sidelined by soreness. Take Howard, a 74-year-old retired firefighter. He loved tending his yard, but dreaded the pain that always followed the next morning. His daughter encouraged him to snack on steamed edamame with a little sea salt. Within 2 months, Howard said it felt like his muscles were finally cooperating again. Gardening no longer left him hunched over, and he could enjoy his afternoons instead of recovering on the couch. That's the power of edamame. It fuels, protects, and restores. But as impressive as it is, the final vegetable protein on this list is even more powerful. Miss it, and you'll miss the one food that can truly rival meat itself for rebuilding muscle after 60. Before we get there, if this tip has opened your eyes, subscribe to Healthy 247 right now. That way you'll always have trusted senior health tips at your fingertips to keep you strong, independent, and senior healthy. 8. Mature soybeans, the king of plant proteins. This is the most important food on the list because mature soybeans deliver something no other vegetable protein can. Just 100 grams of cooked soybeans provide 21 grams of protein, more than 4 eggs. And they're a complete protein, which means they supply all 9 essential amino acids in the right balance to rebuild aging muscles. For seniors over 60, this makes them a true powerhouse for healthy aging. Here's the painful truth. According to the National Institute on Aging, nearly half of adults over 80 suffer from sarcopenia, age, muscle loss. And it doesn't wait until you're 80. It begins quietly in your 60s. If you don't act, the outcome can be harsh. Frailty, falls, broken bones, and a slow loss of independence. Many seniors eat vegetables every day, but still lose muscle, simply because they aren't eating enough of the right kind of protein. Soybeans change that. A study in the Journal of Nutrition showed that older adults who ate soy protein daily gained muscle just as effectively as those using whey protein, the gold standard of animal protein. Harvard Health also notes that soy not only supports muscle, but also lowers cholesterol and protects the heart. That's strength, balance, and prevention in one affordable food. Take George, a 79-year-old former pianist who almost gave up playing because of weakness and pain. After adding soybeans to his meals, within 3 months, he could practice for an hour without trembling. That's the difference the right food can make. So if you want to stay senior, healthy, strong, and independent, don't overlook mature soybeans. They work better than eggs, and science proves it. Please share this video with a friend or loved one you care about most. Help them avoid the painful risks of muscle loss, and give them the chance to stay strong too. They'll thank you from the bottom of their heart for looking out for them. We've just gone through 8 vegetables that deliver more protein than eggs, each one backed by science and proven to help seniors rebuild strength. From the tiny mung bean to the mighty soybean, these aren't just foods on your plate. They're lifelines that can protect your independence. Sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle after 60, already affects tens of millions of older adults worldwide, but it doesn't have to steal your future. With the right nutrition, you can slow it down, even reverse some of the damage, and regain the strength you thought was gone for good. So here's my challenge for you. Which of these foods will you try adding to your meals this week? Leave a quick comment below. I love reading your stories, and your experience might inspire another senior to take action. And if this video gave you value, please press the like button and share it with someone you care about, a friend, a spouse, a brother or sister, someone you want to see strong and healthy. They'll thank you from the bottom of their heart for thinking of them. Finally, don't forget to subscribe to Healthy 247 and explore our other videos. This channel is full of simple, trusted senior health tips that can help you live stronger, healthier, and more independent every single day. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, the right habits today can change the way you age tomorrow.